Going from rebuking the left to rebuking the right. Rebuking a Christian who won't keep the Sabbath, they won't even keep the Holy Covenant. And then you go to another lady who is going to the letter of the law. No, you don't. You'll mock those of us who wear tzitzits when my Messiah wore tzitzits. You want to mock him too? Oh my goodness. Both of you, the house of Israel and the Torah movement that attaches yourself to Judah and goes to the letter of the law, you don't know the Messiah. He has become a stone of stumbling to you and a rock of offense. The Messiah came to elevate the law, magnify the law, and make it honorable. That means there was something not honorable about it in the first place. What do you think that was? Can you teach us Galatians 3? Can you explain to us what Israel desired at Horeb? Can you explain to us the difference between Horeb and Sinai? The law that was against Israel? The ordinances or the commandments that were not good, that we shouldn't do them now? Why it says that these words will be written by Moses in the book of the law until it is finished, and why the Messiah then said, it is finished, and why Paul talks about going to the letter versus the spirit. Could you tell us the difference between the Levitical priesthood and the order of Melchizedek? No, because you don't know who the Messiah is. You've repented. You've started to repent. And you've gotten caught up. You came out of the left and you've got caught up in the right. Why are you wearing tzitzits? Have you read what the tzitzits represent? What they're supposed to do? It served a purpose at the time. But we have the Spirit now to remind us to keep the commandments. Which is why they wore tzitzits. What's a head covering? It's a reminder of submission. What reminds us of the authority structure of God? The Spirit of truth. The Spirit of truth convicts me to keep the commandments. I have faith that the Messiah died to give me the spirit of conviction to guide me when I need to repent. I don't need to wear tzitzits. Did the women even wear tzitzits, or was it just the men? Side note anyway. But the left and the right lack faith. Both don't understand what faith is. One thinks that this is why you don't have faith. You're just throwing the front of the book at the wall and saying what sticks. That's not faith. The Messiah is Deuteronomy 18. That's what he was going to come and teach. Have faith in that. Everything Israel desired at Horeb before the law was added. What law? Remember, law means Torah. There's the sacrificial law that was added to the law that is the Ten Commandments, which really is the covenant. Until it was there, until it is finished. It is finished. And then he gave up the ghost, ending the letter of the sacrificial law. And then he elevated the royal law. That is honorable to Yah. You know what that means? It means you rebuke for sin, according to the Ten Commandments, according to the full righteousness of God, not wearing tassels. You're supposed to tell people, rebuke them with your mouth. You're supposed to tell them, keep the Ten Commandments, Christian church, keep the Sabbath. So that when they hear that salt, they get convicted by the Spirit that reminds them, I need to be keeping the Sabbath. And then they choose what to do as to whether they repent or not, whether they hear or forbear. That's your calling as a watchman. You're not taking it though. You know how I know? Because you hate me and my brothers and sisters, because you see our liberty, because we are under the law of liberty. We don't go to the letter. My Messiah died to give me the Spirit that convicts me to remember to obey God. That's my faith. I don't need to wear tzitzit to remind me to keep the Ten Commandments. The Messiah died to give me the Spirit that convicts me to do that. So, it's like the Christians in the Torah movement. There is no faith in you whatsoever. The Messiah has become a stone of stumbling to you because you didn't learn Deuteronomy 18 like they told you in Acts 3. So, all you're doing right now is fulfilling the wrong side of the Beatitudes. Jacob is standing in the gate, on the straight and narrow, rebuking the left and the right of their traditions and their errors. You're stood on the right, shouting in at Jacob, instead of taking your calling. So wise up.